Hi there, welcome to Carcassonne with Utze and another game from this year's MSO Grand Prix. This time it's round 3 of Qualifier 1. My game versus mtuu from Poland, a very strong Polish master with a peak rating of I think somewhere in around 780. But due to their rather aggressive style, I'd say, they oscillate between 600 high 500s and the upper 700s, so more or less a bag full of surprises from game to game. Let's see which version we picked this game. He of course starts with a simple move. Guess I get to attack the city. And try to build it up. Nothing serious so far except for this farmer over here. But I guess if you can't do anything else because attacking the road gets blocked immediately, at least in many cases, I reckon taking a farm with a lot of potential isn't the worst move. He takes another city whilst also continuing monastery improvement. And here we go, maybe restricting their city and then hoping to block it. You could opt to defend over here, or maybe even indirectly here. Better the other way. Given his style, he might even just continue the road. Let's see. They attack my city, which is also a nice option. I'll continue, of course. And now another curse. Let's see. Yep, they indirectly defend. So a monastery. I'd put it over here and hope for another one there. Instead, I did go for the way more aggressive approach, which ain't really that bad. Trying to block this meeple and win a 2-1 mini battle for -1 point in the end, but who cares? It's a meeple dead. Blue seems to be a bit antsy. I think protection over here might have been the better move, because with a triple city like this, I get to connect easily, and in a lot of cases can even defend any attack from the left or the right. And here we go, a triple city for yellow. Now blue will surely try to attack or block, preferably block, because there's just one triple city left for this square. But I get to defend and are very likely to take a 4-point road on top of getting the city. The only bad thing about this, there are no shields in here. So with a shielded cow, I don't think they'll try to do anything to my city on the right. Instead, I guess just go over here, enlarge their city to counter this one. Yeah, and it is quite the threat because few Doritos, which there are plenty in supply, and another triple city, and you've got yourselves a nice 20-point city, maybe even more depending on shields. and also protect maybe your road from invasion from the left. You could also attack the field, although not really necessary at this point. Rather premature farmer, but we'll see about that. Yellow with the vanilla. There is one option to go over here and place the cap on the left to finally block blue's city meeple. The simple option of closing your city isn't really an option because that would kill effective extender moves. Rather open a second city. If you don't go here to close, I guess here would be a likely move, and then hoping to get a Dorito or triple city to kill this square. But I did go for the other block. Blue, of course, indirectly defends as best as they could, but I get one of two perfect tiles out of the deck. Of course, I kill both these meeples. Mine as well, but who cares? That's a huge gain that early. They get to continue their city. But I finally get a shielded tile from my city. Score a nice 4-point road and 18 points for a city. And I don't want to say that's game over because there's still this city and it's pretty early in the game. But it's a decisive move nonetheless, which blue will struggle to offset or compensate. The next task should be to attack blue's city, likely just over here. Doesn't matter if you can successfully attack it or just block it. You just have to prevent it being completed by blue, or at least delay the completion for 10, 20, 30 moves. So let's see if I did this or if I found something else. Yeah, that's the most immediate threat, and it's definitely worth my tiles and moves to counter that. mtuu with another city cap. Normally you just open a city here, there, maybe here to block yellow city after completion of your own. But with only 2 meeples in hand, we'll see. Usually, as I said, he's pretty aggressive and doesn't even flinch using their last meeple with 30 tiles remaining. Maybe even this 43 tiles. So I guess they'll open a new city. Instead, wow, that's nice. They go for the jugular. Why not? Given there's just one road Dorito available and only one horse, it's a very, 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 very bold move. With any curvy tile, this gets restricted quite a lot, and with another cow or Dorito over here, the completion of the city is also very unlikely, but kudos for them for trying. Of course, I countered this attack and would just be happy to kill it like this because all 3 horse tiles are gone. mtu likely will close their city like this, and meeple are soon to become 4-point road. And now they have to struggle quite a lot because scoreboard difference, your biggest feature, more or less hopeless, although if they'd get a triple city and then could attack over here or there, might be a nice option. There are still 3 daggers for this space, so we'll see about that. Now, what to do for yellow? Of course, scoring 1 point is always there, but that's not ambitious enough. Given blue has only 1 meeple in hand, it's likely a good idea to prevent them from getting any more in hand and attack their road, whilst also trying to continue your field over here. mtuu gets a meeple back, opens up another attacking platform. Now as yellow, would you block here to prevent any shenanigans, or would you go over here or just take 2 points? I guess this move is it, with a score difference of 20 plus points. No. It's the more aggressive approach, which upon seeing it now, I don't really like, actually. Because you're ahead, this is blue's only chance to equalize and maybe even overtake. So I don't think this move was the best. But he doesn't go for the higher volatility move, which kind of surprises me, actually. I guess they want to build up a city over here with Doritos, for example. Still 4 Doritos and 2 diagonal splitters left, so that might work, but given the score difference, I would have gone for this move. Yes, there are 3 attacking options, but why not? What else could you do that would even net you this many points? So yellow just scores another 3 points, not risking anything, keeping 2 meeples in hand. Here we go for blue. Likely road connection defense plus attacking platform creation by yellow. And blue will prevent an attack. The only question is whether they go for the direct approach, like this, or if they indirectly defend over here. Given there are still 7 tiles left to complete a city over here, I guess the direct approach will be chosen. And yellow gets to connect the road while also extending their field. This city here, by the way, will also be on their field. So if blue completes the city now, they should attack. And they of course do. They are a master for a reason. Now yellow could score here, while also blocking blue's field entrance over here, leaving of course this square to connect. They could also kill off this idea, but given that blue hasn't gone for this square some moves ago, I guess yellow doesn't prioritize this. I reckon 3 points it is. 3 points while also indirectly putting another city cap on your field. But blue uses this city cap to attack the city. I'm not sure that's the best move because there's just 1 road Dorito available and still a lot of curves or crossroads to block over here. Of course, yellow gets the perfect tile to block and then kill the square, which means these blue meeples and the yellow one are dead. So the kill count is now 4 blue, 2 yellow, and I don't see any way for blue to come back into this game. There's no hope over here. Oh, rather, there will be no hope over here after yellow's move. And even if they can take over the field in the end, it isn't worth enough to outrun yellow's scoreboard lead. They might be able to somehow take over this road and maybe with a lot of lucky draws getting monasteries, but I just don't see it. So we take a city, and I guess yellow got another nice draw. Goes going over here like this. Effectively blocks the city to this square, and there's just one tile to place over there. So that's game over if blue doesn't get it immediately. Is there such a thing as game over times 2? I don't know, but I kind of jinxed it. Okay, maybe I jinxed it back then, I don't know. Blue just gets the perfect tile. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The 4% move. So blue got a bit of maybe deserved luck to basically equalize the score difference on the board due to this ruin. Everything else except for the field is kinda equal, but yellow has an extra meeple in hand and also one easy to liberate on a city, and I still maintain my view that blue can't win this game without many lucky draws at this stage. I just don't see it. So now yellow opts to not block this field, instead try to get one of 2 cows to equalize this ruin and net 5 points in the process. Given a curve isn't really useful anywhere else, that's okay, because you don't want to disturb these monastery spots if you have a meeple surplus. And the other option would have been to go over here and meeple a field just as insurance versus this field meeple, and maybe to prevent blue from taking over this field and creating a field majority. But this one is also okay. Blue takes the city in a rather safe spot, naturally not putting the city cap on any field that could be connected to yellows, except for the road Dorito. The safer option could have been to go over here. That would leave a 2-point road behind, but there's already one available for yellow to take. Marginal loss of value. Yellow just takes the safe approach, closing their city, which wasn't really necessary with 2 meeples in hand, and still a lot of city caps available. I guess you could be more aggressive in this situation. Maybe you even should be more aggressive. And of course, it bites yellow in the butt. The extender would be lovely over here, but there is no option to put it there now. And what do you do then? Put it over here, meeple the farm now, or go for something else? Let's see. Yeah, no, that can't be the best move. Effectively killing the extender if you have 3 versus 0 meeples in hand? That's just bad. Blue takes their meeple from the road just to have more ammunition for the field fight, but still it's a lost cause. Yellow takes a new city, could have also just gone for the field and waiting for another city cap to complete, because blue already has an open city over there and likely won't use their last meeple for another city. Unless you get a splitter, of course. So now yellow could actually go over here and take the field. There is, of course, the problem of a block by blue, but given that this is the last curve, they'd have to use either the last dagger or a crossroad over here. They wouldn't like to do that. And anyway, there'd still be the road monastery available. Else you could try to act against this. Else you could, of course, act against this square to prevent blue from connecting to the field. Or, of course, create some havoc over here, blocking blue city with the road. Not blocking, killing blue city with the road, because the only city plus road tile is the right-handed dagger, which wouldn't work for them. Could be a nice option. Maybe the field meeple. We'll see. Yellow just goes for the simple field approach while also creating a juicy monastery spot. And mtuu likely will just continue with their city. Yellow now puts the road over here, of course. No, they don't. Yeah, okay. You can block this city to one piece just to sleep safer. And now simple city completion. No need to even meeple the city cap. Blue won't take it, and it could also get obstructed. And you'd rather meeple this field anyway. And there is the obstruction. Now yellow takes the monastery. And blue now could connect over here. But why should they? They just remove this city from their field. So some disturbance, maybe here, or killing off these monastery spots, going over here. But in the end, it doesn't matter. Okay, they just go for the high volatility route, connecting, even though they need another meeple on the field, which they don't even have in hand yet. But if you're a master, you just don't give up. As long as there's a chance, even if the scoreboard and meeple difference seems insurmountable, you can hope for mistakes by your opponent. You can hope to draw anything you need, maybe get a lucky draw even. So why not? There are still tiles to complete this city and that one, which would result into 2 meeples in hand, which could attack the field, of course. So let's go. Yellow might now opt to restrict field attacking options to prevent any comeback by blue. But these points here seem to be quite nice. And given that the field's only worth 12 points and is very likely to stay that way, they could even live with losing the field. So they opt to block Blue's city. And blue gets the perfect tile in this case. Talking about lucky draws, this one is a lucky draw for yellow because it kills blue's city for good. There's only one chance to complete it, and that would be to draw all 4 city caps remaining. But even in that case, yellow would obstruct them with the horse or something else, a road here, there, whatever. So let's skip to the last moves. No, won't be happening anything really insightful. Yellow just takes points, likely will take a field over here or maybe there if blue completes their city. Yeah, takes the road instead. So blue lost mainly due to not being aggressive enough against the city when they could. They had this horse over here and of course could have put it here to prevent this tile. The curve was already in place, so there was no attack imminent. But instead they went for the left city, which isn't a bad move in itself, of course. It's just a matter of tile sequence, luck, whatever you want to call it. But this here creates an attacking option. So they could have also just waited to complete a small 6-point city and play it safe. But that just isn't their style. They go for the bold moves, like this one, for example. And sometimes it works. And sometimes it even works a few games in a row. And sometimes it doesn't. And especially not if your opponent gets some perfect draws right when they need them. That's it for today. See you.